very true.
Very true.
Yep.
We've got Stephanie with us, a part of the Allium family. She's the fourth generation of the Alliums taking over Roberta's. You told me earlier that out of 750 varieties, this is the world's largest.
This is the world's largest, the Allium Globemaster. I mean, take a look at these flowers. They grow to be 8 to 10 inches across and 3 to 4 feet tall. Again, on super sturdy stems. You know, they don't have to be staked. They're really an amazing flower in addition to your spring garden.
Love that. These are perennials. They exposure is full to part sun, and they bloom early summer. Low featured price on this one.
They actually bloom late.
Oh dear,
late spring, early summer. Correct. They are your
spring,
early summer.
Early
so they're
summer.
your last spring blooming flower.
Good. Okay. Excellent.
So you
Thank you, Stephanie. Low feature price on this, plus free shipping and handling. We're talking about $19.98 for a 3-piece.
3-piece. Yep.
So you have 3 in a pot.
Yep.
And then there's some.
There they are in the garden. Exactly. So I love the Allium Globemaster because they're such a fanciful, and like you said, really makes me think of an Alice in Wonderland garden.
Yeah.
I like to think that they look like a giant grape lollipop. My niece Anya, who's 6, she loves that story. She loves to go out and look at these flowers. And there they are, you know, amongst your hostas. They're really a beautiful flower that really catches your eye. And because they're the world's largest, you know, they're pretty rare to find as well. The growers in Holland, they don't want to give them up, and why would they? They're such a unique flower. So we had to bring them to QVC because they're really just a marvelous flower in your garden. And here's a big field of them, you know. Like you said, they are a perennial, so they'll come back year after year, multiplying every year. And they're a wonderful addition because not only will your kids and your grandkids love them, but your spring pollinators will love them. And here they are, you know, amongst all of your other flowers. You know, they have 3 to 4 feet tall stems, so amongst all of your other flowers, they give you that beautiful layered and dimension in your garden that you might not otherwise have.
Right.
And this is in my Uncle Eric's backyard.
Who's this little guy?
This is one of his neighbors, his kids' friends. He loves these Allium Globemasters. Eric was telling me every year he runs out to find these Globemasters, and with good reason. I mean, they're such a fun flower, and that's exactly what your kids and your grandkids will be thinking when they find these giant grape lollipops.
They are majestic. They are magical.
They are magical.
They look like a fantasy flower.
They're
just, and the color is just gorgeous.
Vibrant purple, you know. This one globe, it's full of hundreds of nectar-rich flowers that will really attract the bees and the butterflies, which is such an important thing for us nowadays to really bring those spring pollinators back into our garden. You know, I really would recommend buying multiple sets, in that way, you know, because they are your last spring blooming flower, it's great to plant among your daylilies, for example. The foliage is quite similar, so you'll have this effortless transition into summer. When these start to die out, your daylilies will pop up and you'll have no pause of color in your garden.
Wow. Okay, so these are super, super popular right now. People are buying more than one set.
Good. You will not regret it. Like Court says, buy multiple sets, you won't regret.
Yeah, that's so true. Now, okay, so I look at this, Stephanie, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks delicate. Am I going to break it? Can I mess it up? Am I going to get flowers the first year?
You'll get flowers the first year, exactly. So you'll be getting a set of 3, and you know, this one pot, for example, one bulb will give you about 1 to 2 flowers, but they will come back year after year multiplying. So, you know, plant a couple of sets, and year after year you'll be getting more and more. But I would highly recommend even cutting them off. Like you see here, one flower makes a bouquet, and that's something I love to stand by, because just having this one flower inside your home, you can't walk by and not look at it, not want to touch it, not want to, you know, feel it and all of this. And so these are your bulbs. I'll go ahead and show you guys.
Okay.
You'll be getting 3 of these.
Wow, they're big.
They're big. They're big, healthy, farm fresh bulbs straight from Holland. And you know, similar to the other bulbs that you saw with Court, there is a top and a bottom, but like he said, go ahead and just plant them on their side. If you can't remember, it doesn't matter. But also you will be getting our growing guide. So anything that you hear now, if you happen to forget it, no fret, because, oops, I was upside down. Because everything will be inside the growing guide.
Okay.
And
we can see it on QVC.com too.
Exactly.
And we can always go on your webpage, right? Roberta's webpage.
Right.
This is why I love this family. This is why I love these flowers that they bring us, because they are hard to find and easy to grow. This family has been just traveling the world, bringing us, you know, not just the best of the best, but the elite of the best, the most fragrant, the tallest, the biggest, the juiciest, the most prolific. These are beautiful stills.
These are the Allium Globemasters. You know, they come straight from Holland, and there's already a limited production in Europe. And so, and with good reason, they don't want to give them up. I mean, why would they want to let go of these beautiful 8 to 10 inch, the world's largest allium variety out of 750. But when my Uncle Eric was able to get his hands on them, we had to jump on this opportunity because they're such a beautiful flower.
Uncle Eric, I think that's so cute.
He is my Uncle Eric,
so
and
sweet.
This is actually in his backyard. You know, this is one of his good friends, and he loves to come over to the backyard and find the Globemasters. They look like a giant's individual grape lollipop. It's such a whimsical flower. Your kids will love them.
It's a magical garden.
It is. It's Alice in Wonderland, Snow White, you know. And it's really great because your neighbors will be coming by just asking you, what are these giant, it's like a globe in your garden, quite literally.
It's enormous. Let me do this for the camera. Now, I have man hands, just so you guys have big hands. Look at how big.
Look at those.
It's like the size of almost, I mean, it's
they're
like
incredible.
It's huge.
Yep.
Okay, so John, I know you gave me a little mini update there a moment ago. Over 1,000 of these already ordered.
Great.
We only have
That's
about
wonderful.
1,400 of these remaining, so we're almost at the halfway mark point on this. These are just incredible. Now, when I get them, how does it work? Because
walk you through. Awesome. Great question. Okay. So right now your bulbs are still sitting in the ground in Holland, you know, getting strong and healthy. Unlike the big box stores, you know, they'll probably start showing up in the next couple of weeks, meaning that they're not at their best, they're not at their strongest point in their life. So when you receive them, they will have just been dug up, given to you just at the right moment to be planted into the ground. Once you receive them, you know, you'll plant your Allium Globemasters 6 to 8 inches in the ground at about, you know, 8 to 10 inches apart. So you could plant them in a pot if you don't have a yard, like I live in an apartment. They make for beautiful potted plants to bring onto your patio. But then you just plant them with a little water, some fertilizer, and you let Mother Nature take her course. Over the winter, you know, they'll be winterizing and getting really strong, so they can pop up strong, beautiful, and healthy in the springtime.
That's awesome. Okay, it's all right there. Are you tired of the same old in your garden? Are you tired of stuff not working out? Like you can't figure it out, you're not working it out? They've got the Gotta Grow guarantee. Roberta's brings us some of the most phenomenal flowers that no one else has. These are not yawners. It's always eye-popping and beautiful. And I tell you, a lot of people are picking up more than one set. I would too, because you will get a set of 3, but wouldn't it be great to have 6?
Exactly. Right? It would be wonderful to have 6. And then year after year, they are perennial, so they'll come back stronger, more beautiful, with more flowers, Antonella. And
look at that royal flush of purple.
It's wonderful. And in that field, you know, they really stand on their own. They're 3 to 4 feet, strong stems with a beautiful 8 to 10 inch flower. That's actually, if you look closely, it's full of 100,000s of star-shaped nectar-rich flowers. And not only will your spring pollinators, like your butterflies and your bees, love them, your kids, your grandkids will love them. My niece Anya, she loves to say that they look like a giant scraped lollipop, or, you know, maybe like a firework in your garden, or a pom-pom. It's really a wonderful addition to your spring garden.
They're extraordinary. They're extraordinary. They stop you in your tracks. You cannot possibly walk past them and not smile, or just freeze and stare at them for a little bit and wonder what they are. They are just amazing. I hope you got yours. M50851. I've got to give you a quick update. We brought in close to 2,500 of these. We have about 800 of them remaining. Do we have anything else in this show? The next flower. You're going to stay with me, Stephanie? All right, don't run off. Yeah, thank goodness she's staying with me. Again, if you'd like to purchase the entire show, you will save $28.24, and it's going to be 5 payments of $31. Do you want the whole show? It's 195 pieces of glorious spring garden collection, and you're covered, you're done, you're great, you're good to go. 5 payments of $31. You'll get everything that Court and Stephanie have been showing us in this hour show. I love that value. I think that's a great, great value to be able to just, I'll take the whole show, thank you, and then just sit back and watch and enjoy and take notes, whatever you want to do. All right, so Stephanie, we've got the 50-piece magical